Put your eyes back in your head.
I felt like flavor.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.
Welcome to the dark side of the force. What's happening, people? What's going on? It is Monday afternoon, which means it is the beginning of the week, which also means that the originators is in your city. But we always gonna be in the city, so that didn't make any sense. I'm your host, K Styles, aka the Six Man, is in here to my stage. Screen right, we have the Senator, Mad Mike Sports,
In the city of Compton.
they keep it rocking,
They keep it rocking.
and right below Mike, we have the Don, aka El Grande, Cero de Verano in the building.
I want to point something out. I ain't never been a hater, but I hate people who hate us.
So that means you hate pretty much everybody. Then. How about that?
Yeah.
Read
We
between
hate them
Oh,
too.
read between the lines.
And to his screen left, we got Mr. Tactician, aka Juan, is in the building.
Pick your face up.
Hey man, hey man, if they faces droopy on the floor, it deserve to be there. How about that? All right. So today, Mike, we gonna like I said, we gonna definitely start this off with a favorite. We have the what?
it's the real. Wow.
Can I get a refill? Roll call. Deshaun Caswell. You got King Trainway. Georgia, Texas boy, Ghost Peppers. Daniel Berry Sports Highlights. And we got Keyshawn Vlad in here. So, hey, man, appreciate y'all coming in. Like I said, man, if you haven't subscribed to the Mad Mike Sports channel, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and do that, which I know most of y'all have already. So, let's go and get right into it.
Hey,
Got a
hey, hey.
couple. What's
I
up?
want to tell people to do something real quick. I'm about to put something in the link in the comments. I need y'all to help me with something because got to get this done before. Um, wrong goddamn channel. I got about 8 channels, y'all. Y'all got to forgive me.
Hey, don't
Um,
be pinning shit to your OnlyFans, nigga. What the fuck?
Look, motherfucker, if I want to show my toes, you go ahead. Motherfucker.
Ain't nobody trying to see that shit.
Ain't nobody
I
trying to
got
see.
Oh,
some.
well.
Ain't nobody trying to see them frosted flakes.
Hey man, I got some good looking toes. God damn it, I got some good looking
I
toes.
don't know that shit.
Uh,
Nah, but
yeah, real niggas don't show their toes.
hold on,
Real.
no,
That's a
Mike, you gotta do.
real nigga. We real niggas, okay? A real nigga show our toes. A real nigga show our toes, motherfucker.
There you go. That's what I was waiting on.
All right,
Yeah,
but
I rub my toes when I'm
I,
eating some vanilla ice cream. So I'm
What?
getting it.
we
Okay,
sent
nigga, no.
away. We 6 away. We 6 away. AKA the tactician, Rundrill, whatever the hell you want to call him, the Joker. He goes by several names, about 6 away from 200. So I need about 6 people from this live show. It's pinned on Mad Mike Sports, man. To please go over there and support him because the end games is no longer going to be on Mad Mike Sports. So we're moving the end games to his channel after the preseason. Okay, maybe the preseason probably last the first game, depending on what it is. But the preseason comes, the end game is going to be on his channel.
And before we get started, I want to thank everybody that has been subscribing. Make sure you guys continue to tune in, man. Also, make sure you check out the latest shorts I'll be putting out. But hey, I appreciate it, and I appreciate you guys to continue the subscribing, man. Look, hey, it means a lot. You know, I don't really get a chance to say it that often, but hey, thank you guys in advance. All right, I appreciate you, every last one.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. All right, so we got a couple. We have a
I'm
pretty
a
good one coming
real
for you.
nigga. I'm a real nigga. I'm a real nigga.
Charity!
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! It is the realest nigga in the room. But we got a good one this evening, man. Like I said, man. Of course, we're doing Atlanta Falcon Q&A, but also we will be talking about 3 quarterbacks that have a lot to prove in 2025. If you've seen the title, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. Who has the most to prove in 2025? But before we get right into those, Don, Mike, sounds like y'all got something y'all want to get off y'all chest. This is the Bad Mike Bennett featuring the Don. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Let them know. Let them know
I'm gonna let the
what the
man
hell
sitting
happened.
in the chair. I'm gonna let the man sitting in the chair get it off his chest, and I'll go after him.
This is the problem I have with this regime that we in. So there was a report that there was a scuffle that happened at their account with David Omiana and Matthew Bergeron. So scuffles happen. It's part of the game. It's part of practice. It's hot. They just getting back out there, being out for a few months. It happens. So in my years of playing and coaching and just not even just witnessing other teams, have scuffles. Okay, they break it up. They may sit out a play or two, and they get back out there. Tell me why this man that wears capri pants and always have his ankles glossing, he done counseled the whole practice and brought them inside and had a kumbaya meeting after the scuffle.
Jesus, Jesus,
Like,
Jesus.
why?
Oh boy.
Why? We need them. We need dogs. We need to be tough. We need to be physical. That's part of the game. You sending a message to the locker room that it's okay to be soft. We need to hug it out. I'm pretty sure at the end of that they hugged it out and be like, don't be too rough, guys. Next time, please don't. Get the hell out of here, man. Oh my goodness, my head hurt.
Oh.
Mike, you want to go ahead and explain to the people what Don is talking about?
Lord Jesus Christ. So, Mr. Glisten Ankles, Mr. I love my Jordans. I don't want to get mud on my shoes. Besides, like guys can't fight.
Mhm.
Just think about that for a second. Guys are out there literally bumping heads against walls, against each other, the ground, tackling each other, getting hit, going across the middle, doing all of this stuff, getting paid millions and millions of dollars, and he does not want these guys to you stop fucking practice because the offensive line and the defensive line got into a fight. Have you been around two fat slobs and both of them hungry as hell? You ever seen two fat ass pigs fighting over food? Have you seen two cows fighting over? This is what they do. They eat. Have you seen Mike Tyson box? This is what Mike Tyson does. He boxes. Have you seen Michael Jordan shoot a fadeaway jump shot? It's what he does. Have you seen LeBron James shoot threes and brick it? This is what he does. Have you seen Chef Curry shoot threes from half court? This is what he does. Have you seen Mad Mike go on a rant and annoy the shit out of people because he mad as hell? This is what he does. Moral of the story is, what in the blue hell? Why in the blue hell are you canceling practice because guys are getting physical? You should be thanking these guys for getting physical because they got to look at your smiley face ass every goddamn day. This motherfucker, day one. Are you the day one of this week, and this whole bitch done cancel practice because they done got into a fight? You got to be out of your fucking mind. You talking about David Onyemata and Matthew Bergeron, the filthy, disgusting offensive lineman. You should be happy that these guys are fighting. You should be happy. Nope, not this guy. He decides. And the crazy part about it, I'm hearing Joe Patrick and everybody else saying as they were typing, these guys are getting into a fight. And this son of a bitch didn't say, hey guys, let's just stop for a minute and get back focused. This son of a bitch stopped practice. Jesus, I'm praying to you right now. I am literally on my knees like, look. What her name is? Tiana Trump, motherfucker. I am begging for it. Please, Lord. I am on my knees like a pro begging, Lord. Please do not let this guy ruin this defense because he's already getting on my damn nerves.
Please. He ruined it. He ruined the defense like John Cena ruined the wrestling.
Bro,
please. Can I have some more? Can I have some more?
We're telling big guys not to be big. We're telling football players not to be football players on day damn one. Day damn one, y'all. It ain't no goddamn calm downs. Are you kidding me? Are you proud of your head coach counseling practice because you got into a damn fight? If you proud of it, look, I ain't got nothing else to say to you. I have nothing else to say to you. Nothing. You ain't gonna get a damn peep out of me. If you proud of that bullshit, you'll never get another peep out of me. Wandriel, Kev, go ahead.
Ghost Pepper said Raheem is the type to take the goldfish out the tank to give it CPR. Come on, bro. Come on.
I'll be John Brown James Jr.
They look. Oh my god!
I got it. So we're doing football mediation.
Wow.
Football mediation. I'm gonna say it again for those that just got here. Football mediation. See, this is the type of stuff that makes me think Raheem likes to tickle his sack with baby wipes. Yes, baby wipes.
Wow, not baby wipes. Yeesh.
The kind of stuff that you take the oil of the gel and do the glazing of. Because
Mm-mm.
Candyland, cantankerous, cupcake foolishness is this? Okay, guys, recess is over. We're going to sit down because Johnny and Jimmy had a scuffle. No, Johnny, don't touch Jimmy because Jimmy is just as important as
Say sorry
Johnny.
to your brother. Say sorry to your brother.
No, guys, sit down, crisscross applesauce, and let's have a kumbaya. Don't do it. No. See, I'm a grown man. Where I come from, when we play in the streets of football, I encourage you, if you knock your friend into the mailbox, you let him return by knocking you into a car.
I don't ran to a car too.
Y'all ever played sideline bust? It wasn't sideline kiss and makeup. You was supposed to knock your friend into the curb until his head molded. His head's supposed to mold into the curb until his parents have to ask, what happened to you? He is supposed to lose part of his limb usage until the game is over with. And then you hug it out. Good game, guy. I'm sorry your arm is missing. Good game, guy. I'm sorry I put your eye out. It'll grow back in the morning. But Raheem dipped his toe in the soft serve, glazed ankle and all, and said, no, come here. Let mother lay on mother's bosom. Let me rocketh thee to sleep. No, don't practice anymore. If the street light is on, everybody go home. Matthew, David, come hither. Lay on mother's bosom. It's okay. Soft is what we do here. Soft as the lemon pepper on the wings. No. You supposed to let them fight it out, get mad, walk up to them. Y'all two grown men, shake hands and get back to kicking each other's ass. So what we gonna have? We're facing the divisional opponent first. What you gonna tell Mr. Progressive? Yeah, we know we knocked the block off of your team's defense. No. Don't worry about it. What you gonna do? Come out there in the middle of the field with pom poms and say, "Let's make friends, play ball, yay, have some more. Let's go, chew it out." That's what we doing.
We're gonna chew it out. Wow.
We're gonna chew it out. We're going to sit here on the 50-yard line and chew it out with 5 minutes left in the quarter. Never mind they're winning. We're just going to chew it out. I'm going to stand on the sideline and say, fabulous. And then explain to the media why we're 0-1 in the division. He got 3 motherfucking games. He got 3. He ain't got 7. He ain't got 10. He got 4 games before the bye week, and 3 of them he better get right. Or just let Jeff Ulbrich do it. Jeff Ulbrich likes dirt. He likes mud. He doesn't mind getting a little bit of grass in his beard. He probably showers with Irish Spring. You never know. But Raheem apparently must wear strawberry shortcake perfume because that's about what we're looking at right now.
He used Bath and Body Works.
Okay. Excuse me. Bath and Body Works Old Day Negro.
Not the cinnamon and vanilla shampoo, nigga. What we talking about?
It's vanilla and niggerberry. Vanilla and niggerberry.
My God.
I mean, if there was ever a time for you to show your thong, you pulled your entire skirt up and said, "See, my thong's comfortable. It doesn't even chafe."
Oh boy. Now, Now, the good news about this is first day of practice, you got your chess players fighting. This is the beauty of it.
Yes, yes,
This is the beauty. Like you said, for those football fans that are blind to the game of football, all the real battles is in the trenches. Offensive line, defensive line. Young Buck trying to prove his worth versus Wiley old vet.
mm,
Mm,
This is exactly what you want to see from your football team at the very beginning of the
yes,
training off season.
yes,
Because what it shows the determination to want to win. It shows the determination that I want to dominate you. Remember, Young Buck versus OG.
hmm May I say something, K Style? Because it's going right in line with what you're saying.
Right.
Remember what I said? I said for this year to go the way it's supposed to go, the team is going to have to want to win more than the head coach. I told y'all that. And I know a lot of people, it went over a lot of people's heads. But this right here, the fight shows me that their mindset is I want to win, even if it's against my own brother, bad enough, more than my head coach. I told y'all that. I told y'all that because Raheem got the right team, he got the right set of players. Don't fuck it up. And he's already fucking it up.
Iron sharpens iron.
When the
Let me
last
say
time
that again. Let me say that again. Iron sharpens iron.
when the last time you got cut by a marshmallow? I'll wait.
Well, I ain't know you could do that.
Right.
But as a Falcon fan, that is an encouraging sign off the rip. Now, we don't know if this is a one-off situation with the canceling of the practice or if this is going to be a continuation if there's fights going on.
I swear this shit happens again. I'm driving up there my damn self.
Do they not understand? And I'm gonna use us four right here. Do y'all not understand that we beat each other up all the time? It's fun. We love it. We have to
Hmm.
beat each other up in a sense of if Don give Mike hell, Mike give Don hell, Don give me hell, I give him hell. We all give K Styles hell, he give us hell. Do you not understand that makes us sharper?
We
Because this is the one thing that you got to understand. Football is war. It's a game, but it's war. It's the same thing as watching gladiators back then in the Roman days. I respect my brothers to the right and to the left of me that if you are man enough to get in my face and fight me in practice, you are man enough to fight with me in the game. I need
practice.
that. I need that aggression because if I'm off my game, if I'm having an off day, if I'm not in that aggressive tone, I need my brother Don to be like, wow, snap the fuck out of it, bro. We got stuff we got to do. Or Mike be like, Juan, wake up. Or I'll be like, Kev, wake the fuck up. We got stuff we got to do. I need that kind of aggression to pull me out of my slump mentally. That kind of aggression pulls each other out of their slump, whether it be on the defense or the offense. It's war.
Practice is simulation. Let me say this real quick. Practice is simulation of the real thing, and it ain't just talking just about football. It's just anything in life. Like everybody know I teach for a living, so when I do day-to-day things with my students, it's gonna be hard. I'm not gonna lower my expectations.
mm-mm.
Yes, I'm gonna be hard on you. So when you take the state test, guess what? You gonna pass it.
Right.
Yes,
And guess what? Been doing this for a long time, and all my students always do well on their stuff. Same thing with my kids, straight A students. Like things have to be difficult. That's what practice for. Practice ain't supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard.
Yep. You supposed to. The best players say we practice harder in practice so that on the field is easy. When they're on the field, their gameplay is secondary. It's second nature. You build in practice.
Let me ask y'all a question. What type of pizza do you think was part of the pizza party?
Shit, I want meat lovers.
What pizza? What?
Not
Hey,
because I'm vegan. Not because I'm vegan.
He had to stop the practice for a pizza party. So, what type of pizza do you think that he had?
Look,
For the guys?
cheese pizza
Look, I'm gonna be
and
honest.
had shit on it.
pineapples and olives.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't give a damn what pizza it was. I'm still going there and practice. I eat after the damn practice over. And I already know I like food, so that goes to show you that's wrong. That I said right now.
I mean, I like Supreme pizza. Give me all of it.
Okay. Southside here.
I like pepperoni and mushrooms. That's my favorite.
Okay, Southside here said the old head was trying to let the youngin know what's up, and the youngin wasn't having it. I love to see 100.
Right. That lets that veteran know if the shit hit the fan, I can depend on him. If I'm getting blown up that day, I can depend on him. That's what that says.
Look, what happened if the OG was getting at the youngin and the youngin said,
It'll be a damn right. What you know what that tells me, Jeff? You know what that tells me? They were beating the shit out of each other. They were beating the shit out of each other, and he didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't do that, guys. Don't take my baby all away from me.
What other reason why would he stop it? They had to been beating the shit out of each other. That's a good sign.
Yeah, remember Matthew Bergeron is a hockey player too, so you already know that motherfucker love to fight, and Canadian too. So you know.
First of all, let me let y'all know if y'all don't know about hockey. They go to the box for fun. The penalty box is fun.
If a motherfucker like to be on skates, something already wrong on him anyway. Okay.
Wait a minute.
I'm talking about blade skates. I'm not talking about skates with 4 wheels on it. I'm talking about blade skates. If he already is a hockey player with blade skates. Something already wrong with him.
Let me tell you something. Go break a broomstick in half. Stand, put the broomstick under the center of both of your feet and try to fight a 300-pound man. That's what Bergeron is doing. He's doing some Shaolin shit.
Shout out to Matthew Bergeron and David Onyemata.
But in the game, David Onyemata will have so much respect for Bergeron. Why? Because he knows if you don't back down from me in practice, you won't back down from nobody else facing you on the other side of the field, on another team. I would rather you get in my face and let me know you a man than to back down, because then I know when you get on the field, you're going to carry that same mentality.
And Keyshawn here, shout out to Keyshawn. He said, that just means they ready for the smoke with Tampa.
That part.
Say that again what's going on, John? Say that again for the people in back. They ready for the season to fucking start.
Y'all do not understand how important practice is going to be going from now up until preseason, up until the first game. We don't have an exhibition game the first game. This is what Raheem ain't understanding. We can't go in there and say, oops, we'll get him next week. You need to be 2-2 at the least, and those 2 wins better be division wins. You can't go in there and lose week 1 and say, oh, well, we gave our all, but I guess our best wasn't good enough. No. We need to go in. We need to go in there. Mr. Progressive need to be calling his insurance agent. I can't play this anymore. The Falcons hurt me.
You don't need to be singing. Ooh, da, da, do, da, do.
Right. The very first time did you grab that football?
Da-do, da-do.
We don't need that, y'all. We need fighters. We need scrappers. And like I said, I love that they built the team so far. They built the team, and the
You said Raheem Morris, you said Raheem Morris get to sit your goofy ass down to Warren for canceling
he get
practice.
it for this week. He get it for this week. Okay.
May I do something, Kev?
What's up?
Hold up. It ain't all here, so we have to do it at another time. But you know what I was gonna do.
Oh no. Oh no. Hold on.
You gotta do it.
I gotta do it. You said you gotta do it.
Yeah,
You gotta do it. We gotta do it. Oh
Yeah.
no, we gotta do it. Hold on, let me see. Do I still have it? Do we still have it?
There's another one. You gotta do it. Because, bro,
Man, what y'all? Okay.
I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what this crazy son bitch talking about. I know exactly what this crazy son bitch talking about.
Bro, this is look, I'm like my cousin. This is a fireable offense. It's all
I don't want to hear nothing about nobody.
I'll be straight up honest with you. Y'all laughing and shit. I'm being serious right now.
All right, here you go. Wow. Hey,
Here we
here you
go.
go,
This is the
Juan.
severity.
I'm
Hold
just dead
on,
ass.
let him finish. Let him
Like,
finish.
I feel like he's going. I'm not predicting the worst, but damn, like we try to get this motherfucker the benefit of the doubt this year, and like, bro, we not even in mid June, and this motherfucker already doing some fuck shit.
He got 3 games.
Hold on, here you go. Here you go.
You can't handle the answer. Grows of knees? No, no.
But
Oh man.
but let's go ahead and get right off of that topic. We're gonna get to the main topic of today's show. He said, I do it.
You already know that
Can't handle the
handle
answer.
grows of
Those of me. Oh my god. All right. Let's go ahead and get right into the main topic of today's show, man. As y'all see, the first title, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, or Josh Allen. As we already know, these 3 guys are considered the top of the food chain, 3 of the top 5 guys on the food chain as far as the quarterback position. What would y'all say? Would y'all say to that? Pretty much the top of the food chain.
Yeah, regrettably, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I did a short last week in which the question was, out of Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, or Josh Allen, who has the most pressure to succeed for this upcoming season? Now, this is a question for everybody to answer. Who do you think is under the most pressure to succeed in 2025?
It's not even close to me. It's not even close to me. Go ahead.
So go ahead. So go ahead and do one at a time. So Juan, who do you think is under the most pressure to
I'm
succeed?
I'm gonna go with DJ freaking Nick for one reason and one reason only. Because the media is going to make a spectacle out of that, out of this young man, regardless to what goes on. They're gonna make it hard for him. He's not. He ain't gonna. He gonna say yep and keep right on going. They gonna make it hard for him. Why? Because one of these three quarterbacks has the MVP. So now they're looking at it like that. We ain't talking about Joe Burrow, but y'all all know Lamar Jackson was supposed to be quote unquote the MVP. So they want to see if he can be an MVP. So I'm saying Lamar for that reason only.
So basically, what you're saying is Lamar because he has been quoted to be in the standard of at that position.
Right. Absolutely.
Mm, mm. So do you think that Lamar Jackson can be able
Uh,
to right the wrong, or do you think that he's going to be a victim of his own hype?
um, as an athlete, he can. He has the ability, but the question is, will he? Meaning, will he take the necessary steps to perform like a quarterback and not like a running back that has a throwing arm? So I'm gonna agree with you, Kev. He's most likely going to fall on his own sword.
Mm,
Not because he can't do it, because he won't do it.
mm. What you got on that, Don? What you thinking?
All right, let me break these three guys down real quick. I'm gonna start with this obvious Lamar Jackson. All right, you won it twice into the AFC Championship game. What once?
Hmm.
Right. Honestly, I think as long as he can still get some rushing touchdowns, and continue to have the Ravens in playoff contention, I think he's gonna be all right. I mean, I don't think John Harbaugh is going anywhere, man. And, like, dude is a legend in there in Baltimore. If we just being straight up honest,
Okay.
Joe Burrow. All right, we know he last year was his first season playing, coming off of a horrible injury. Um, the Bengals didn't get in the playoffs last year. That's correct, right? So they almost could have made it, but they didn't make it. So
Mhm.
they play in the same division as the Ravens. So we know that AFC North is very tough. You got the Ravens, you got the Bengals, you got the Steelers. They still, making noise up there. Browns, like, we really just don't know with them. But
Mhm.
I think if the Bengals don't make the playoffs again this year, yeah, Zach Taylor's getting fired. You can't keep, you know, you can't keep a guy like Zach Taylor, who's known to be a quarterback's coach, you know, on your staff, and you have a healthy Joe Burrow, and you're still missing the playoffs. Burrow has a lot to prove, but my person I think that has the most to prove is Josh Allen. Like, you keep making
Mhm.
playoffs, you keep knocking on that door, and somehow they can never beat Kansas City. And Kansas City went to the Super Bowl last year and got dog walked. No pun intended to Jacob 5-2, but they got dog walked by the Philadelphia Eagles. So, like I said, and I've been saying this for the past few years, the Bills have a Super Bowl caliber team. It's just, again, Josh Allen. I'm not trying to sound like some of these people that think the quarterback is the only person on the team, but Josh Allen, he has more to prove, in my opinion, man. Like, your team is good, and you just won MVP, so you got to capitalize off that MVP and make the Super Bowl this year. They got to.
Mhm.
So,
got Tank here. He said Lamar Jackson got the most pressure because he's got the better support and cast out of the three. Um, Let me see. DJ Freaknik said, I don't know why people praise Joe Burrow because he looked like Macaulay Culkin. Um,
Look like Cody Rhodes last year.
Oh god. Oh gosh.
gosh, oh man. Well, what'd you say? He was the American Nightmare last year?
And he was the
Yeah.
sixth. And he won no
Right,
nightmare last year. Look at the games they lost against the teams that they shouldn't lose. Lost.
right. But I'm gonna say, like I said, I'm gonna say this. Y'all gonna be surprised. Y'all probably gonna be surprised when I said I think Joe Burrow has the most pressure to win this year. And like you said, it just comes off to can he have back to back consistent seasons where he's playing at least 15 games.
Mm,
Remember, he hasn't had back to back seasons of playing full season of football.
yeah.
Think about it like this. And shout out to who was it? It was hold on. I saw the comment in here. I'm trying to bring it up now. And it was on the sentiment that I had. Yeah, Matt Cat Kilgore. This is one of the biggest things. Like I said, the Cincinnati Bengals have literally put all their chips on the offensive side of the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Jamar Chase, highest paid wide receiver in the league. Turn around, T. Higgins, like the third highest paid receiver in the league, third or fourth or something like that. They had, like I said, them putting all their money on the offensive side is the major reason why they got the whole situation going on with Trey Henderson and why Trey Henderson may set out 2025 because they can't afford him.
Mm-hmm. Mm,
Not even just for the simple fact that Joe Burrow actually, I think Joe Burrow actually is the second highest paid quarterback in the NFL.
yeah.
That's a lot of money going to three players on offense. I think they said Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, and T. Higgins is gonna make up at least 45% of their cap. I think is that number right?
Mm-hmm.
About 45% of their cap.
Yep.
So that means you got water boys, janitors, and cheerleaders that's gonna make up the rest of the team.
Yep.
And by them putting all that money into their wide receiver core, aka two niggas. Well, I didn't mean to say it like that, but two guys. Yeah, because I was about to talk ignorant there for a second, since I was about to get into my ignorant side again. But like I said, the thing about it is once you start heading into once the money you start making the money that you started making, that coincides as well with the team sacrificing the salary cap to keep your number one and number two guys. You ain't got no choice. You're literally, and like I said, and you're literally sacrificing key defensive pieces. That's the reason why Jesse Bates is here.
Mm-hmm.
For those that may not be thinking about it, that's the reason why Jesse Bates is here in Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
because they were setting up for Joe Burrow to get money. He got his money. He got his wide receivers. So if the defense does not get any better, or if it stays the same the way they were last year, Joe Burrow If they don't make the playoffs, Joe Burrow should get majority of the blame. Because once again, what have we always been taught? Go ahead, Mike. What have we always been taught?
I mean, look, it's all about winning.
Hmm.
It's all about winning. Well, I'm gonna take a little slight. I don't disagree with anything anybody said. I actually agree, but I'm gonna put a stand to it. I think all that when it comes down to that personal, those are personal takes. Those personal opinion about said player. When it comes down to Lamar Jackson, him getting to the AFC Championship one time, Burrow pretty much them saying that he is essentially the team. They building everything around him, and you got Josh Allen. He has to prove, if he can get like all these are personal takes. Like I don't like, and Georgia Tech boy said it's like he's on that Matt Ryan, 808 12. I like I don't like this because there's only one player out of here that we looking at. We need to be looking at the side out, honestly, because you can say the Bills didn't have a great defense last year. We know Cincinnati had trash. Okay, we know they had trash. Lamar Jackson, on the team, only person that really had a complete team.
That's true.
Yep.
I mean, when you look at it, like I don't see. I mean, we can say that if you just look at if you look at Buffalo, special teams, defense, offense overweighs them. I mean, it by a long shot. Like it outshines that entire team by a long shot. Coaching by a long shot. You look at Cincinnati. You look at their offense, long shot. I mean, the offense compared to the defense. Offense is so much better than the defense. Special teams so much better than the special teams. You look at Lamar Jackson, he got no fucking excuses. They got a
Right.
good defense. They got a good offensive line. They got good linebacker. They got good defensive backs. They got good defense offensive line. They got good running back.
And
They got good wide
you
receiver.
have a Bowl winning head coach.
And you got a Super Bowl winning head coach. That like that in itself, that like that it's nobody that got a bigger target on him than him. He got 2 MVPs to go with it.
That's what I said.
So my thing is, no, you guys are not lying about what everybody said was absolutely 100% true. There is absolutely nobody. This is Lamar Jackson's entire career at the helm right here. He can't say the boogeyman woke him up at the middle of the night and scared him. Okay. He can't say that his partner, King Henry, wasn't there to help him. He can't say the offensive line didn't help him. He can't say that his head coach didn't help him. He can't say that the front office didn't bring in the offensive coordinator to pretty much essentially design an offense for him. He don't have no excuses. He got nothing. There is nothing this dude can say that say, all right, y'all didn't help me. I can say that about every quarterback in the NFL except for him. I can say that Brock Purdy, he's one of the guys to go right along with Lamar Jackson. They built everything around him to make sure that he can win, including coaches, including offense, defense. They did everything in San Francisco to make sure that they win, and they haven't won. So he got no excuses. This is this dude's last. This is his last chance to prove that he is Hall of Fame worthy. This is his last chance because if he doesn't get to the Super Bowl, look, we might as well just take out. Look, we might not take out. Look, everybody just need to take a dump on him and say he complete shit. Okay, if he doesn't make it this year, everybody take a dump, throw that shit at him, and make sure it gets all over him. If that was what people gonna call him for the rest of his fucking career, and we might as well just pile on.
Well, I'll get my X-Lax ready.
Mm. So let me ask you. So let me ask everybody a question on that. On that, why do you think that, despite having all that, because the thing is, what Mike is saying is, yeah, Baltimore was the number one scoring offense in the NFL. I think they had the second best defense in the NFL last year,
Mm-hmm.
and the successes haven't, and based on what the media fanfare and the media hype that goes behind it, it hasn't really shown as far as the major accomplishments. Yes, you get the MVPs. Like I said, that's a major accomplishment for anybody in the NFL. Not disputing that.
I can tell you.
But why is the Super Bowl not really a priority as far as the media perception of Lamar Jackson?
I can tell you.
Can I answer this? Can I answer this? Reason why,
But,
and let me ask you this question: why wasn't the Super Bowl the focus when Michael Vick was playing here in Atlanta?
mm,
I can tell you why.
because
It's the same thing. Like it's
because
excitement.
because
Lamar Jackson
yeah.
is an exciting player to watch. I've seen people say that Lamar Jackson don't need to win a Super Bowl. He's a future Hall of Famer without winning the Super Bowl. But a guy like Josh Allen, he has to win a Super Bowl to be even considered to be his name to be called to be enshrined in Canton, Ohio.
Mm,
I'm gonna
okay.
piggyback off what Don said, and it's three problems. Um, Number one, Lamar Jackson ain't smart enough to correct the media. If they're putting all of these accolades on your name and you haven't earned them, you need to correct them and say, no, let me earn that before y'all put that on me. Number
Mm,
two, it's the same thing that happened with Vic that they tried to tag on Matt Ryan. You don't think he's good enough to win a Super Bowl, so you take that category out of his career to say this is where we're going to put him. Because, like you said, K Styles, that's your God. See, you'll tell us that Matt Ryan, with all his accomplishments, ain't a Hall of Famer because he didn't win a Super Bowl. But you'll let the media, who gives you fans your takes, tell you that Lamar Jackson is this, that, and the other, that he's the standard. So you mean to tell me he's great enough to usurp winning a championship to go to the Hall of Fame and has nowhere near the credentials other than to say, oh well, he's made it to the playoffs and he made it to one he made it to one championship. Yeah,
mm,
that's idolatry. That's what it is. It's just idolatry. Because, like Mike said, there's no statistical data to back up the reason why you should even say that he don't got to win a Super Bowl. Because if that was the case, then nobody that won a Super Bowl would need that criteria to get into the Hall of Fame. Nobody. That means you could put Matt Ryan damn near above Brady. If you take that one milestone out of the category for Lamar Jackson, you damn near make Matt Ryan greater than Tom Brady, statistically. Because the only thing that Tom beats Matt Ryan out is the Super Bowl wins. And I'm saying that, and that's a hot take. And you can swallow it with whichever kind of liquor you want.
mm.
Killing me softly with your words.
Right, right.
D. Coleman said the people champ don't need no rings.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. How do you condemn a man that's got everything but a Super Bowl ring? But y'all no, Lamar,
I'm
he's an MVP. We can't. He don't need no Super Bowl to be great. No,
gonna say
no.
this. They talking about the people champ don't need a ring. At the end of the day, The Rock and DDP, they both were they was considered people champions, but they still won the belt. So
Right.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, because like you said, at this point in time, all three of these guys, as far as championships on the resume, Jalen Hurts already to reach the pinnacle further than these two. Now, like you said, Joe Burrow did play in the Super Bowl, but they failed.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Allen hasn't made it, and Lamar Jackson hasn't made it. Now, remember, outside of Patrick Mahomes, these three guys are considered two, three, four, however you want to put them, as far as the quarterbacks in today's league. Now, when it comes to the championship aspect of things, it always comes down to Joe Burrow. Josh Allen has to win the Super Bowl, but like you said, Lamar Jackson does not have to. And this is what Mike and Don is talking about. This is why this is why Mike says that the pressure is really on Lamar for the simple fact that he has the media backing behind him and he has the football fan base behind him.
Mm-hmm.
That
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 part.
that has elevated him to be the standard of the position. And to be
Yeah.
honest with you, they have actually elevated him as the standard of the position over Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
right. And which, if he was a smart player, if he was a true quarterback type player, he would have corrected the media. See, if you notice, Lamar Jackson ain't sitting up here saying it about himself. He's letting the media say it, and he's not correcting it.
Mm,
See, that's where everybody misses this entire point altogether all the time. You don't hear Lamar Jackson saying it about himself. You hear the media saying about him, and he's not correcting it. That's what puts the pressure on his back. If he was saying, "Hey, no, don't do that. Let me earn it. I haven't got there yet." If he had more humility to correct them, this right here wouldn't even be a conversation.
mm,
But again, you let the media give you your takes.
mm. D. Coleman said that they possibly may end up being like Patrick Ewing, Charles Barkley here put Carl Malone. It's a possibility.
Yep.
But the thing is when you look at the situation of all three of those guys, the pressure of winning is higher now because oh yeah, I forgot Josh Allen just got his contract extension like last month.
Mm-hmm.
And we already know when those quarterbacks start getting that upper echelon money like that, the timetable for the team success dwindles because you're not gonna have enough money to keep everybody.
Mm-mm.
And then
Nope.
there's something else. Y'all better, yeah, and I mean y'all, I'm talking about the Baltimore fan base and the Lamar Jackson stance. Y'all better pray. Y'all better hope and pray. I mean, y'all better pray till y'all knees bleed that King Henry stay healthy. Y'all better pray that King Henry stay healthy because 80% of that offense is him. I'm telling you right now, y'all better pray he stay healthy
Mm. So
because
Keisha,
if anything go down, I don't see that playoff run like making it that easy. I'm not saying it can't,
mm,
but it drastically decreases.
mm. So Keyshawn here said media wanted to call Anthony Edwards the new face of the league, and he said he doesn't want to be that and doesn't believe he deserved that title.
That's humility.
As humility, and especially after they ass tore out the frame by OKC.
Right,
Like you said, like you said, it's not gonna hurt that he got toe out the frame by OKC because he already put that shit in check.
right. He already he already look. The one thing you never hear Mad Mike say, Mad Mike doesn't say he doesn't gloat on trying to be the best of the best of the best. Why? Because he's comfortable being where he's at and continuously building. Because he knows other people out there that he's goals he's trying to reach. But he puts in the work and he's consistent at it. But he's humble enough to let you know, hey, we're not there yet. We're still building. We're still growing. He can tell you nobody can be a better him than him, which is absolutely true. But he doesn't brag on things that he hasn't earned. And that's where this comes in. That's what this comes into play. And this is the reason, that's the problem I have with Lamar Jackson. You're letting somebody else who never played your game speak for you.
And John here said, you're onto something there, Juan. These young men coming to the league trying to live up to the hype that the media creates. The problem is the media
Mhm.
isn't knowledgeable of what it takes to win.
Absolutely, John. Absolutely.
Because
Absolutely.
because the media becomes the fan of the player.
Right. Right. You unfairly make a guy a villain or a hero who hasn't earned it. Like I said in my statement, basically physically, athletically, I believe he can do it. But will he do it? Mentally, he may not. Here's the reason why: because you've already given him a pass. And this line quote, paraphrasing, came from Jordan. Jordan said, "None of us sat up here and said we were the greatest." He said, "You're giving these young men titles before they earn them. You give them time. So why would Lamar Jackson study to be a great quarterback, learning how to read defenses and all this kind of
Well,
carrying
no,
on?
you all fine with that nigga running in circles and throwing to tight ends every
That,
goddamn game.
that's my thing. You're giving this man a pass before he earns it completely.
Right.
Why would
Run,
why,
nigga, run.
really?
Run, run, run.
Run.
I think
Run,
listen,
nigga, run. Run, run,
it's like
run.
this. If you're in school and you go into a classroom day one and they say, guess what? We are giving you an A. Why would you study?
No damn what. You talking about you getting me an automatic, hey, nigga, I'm going to sleep in that damn
I'm
There
going to
class.
sleep,
you go.
boy.
There you go. So
I'm
why
going to
would
sleep in
Lamar
that bitch.
Jackson Lamar, look, let me tell you something. Lamar ain't stupid. Lamar has watched Vic. Lamar said, damn, Vic played on the Atlanta Falcons. He was the most popular man in existence at the time. He was on the face of a face of a game. He was the first quarterback to get $100 million contract, and this nigga threw his daggone playbook in the damn trunk. And they gave him a pass. Guess what y'all did with Lamar Jackson? Well, you the next Vic, sir. You don't have to learn to be a quarterback. Okay, well, I'm just gonna let you talk about me, and I'm gonna run, nigga, run. And then you went and put a running nigga running on his team. So now he really ain't got to work hard. Do you think he's gonna study the playbook? No. He gonna let y'all hype him up, and he gonna let y'all popularize him into greatness. And here
Right.
we are saying he ain't a quarterback, but y'all arguing with us because the media have already given him the A for the class that he didn't have to study for.
This is why, well, like you said, this is why when you have the conversation on that, this is why we always say that this is what I always say is now you have to start judging him not by what he does in the regular season, but what he does in the big games. And that goes for Josh Allen and Joe Burrow as well, because if you're putting these guys as the cream of the crop in the NFL, you're going to have to give those guys the standard of the cream of the crop. Because
Mm-hmm.
you have to think about it like this. Rather we sit here, people make jokes about Patrick Mahomes and referees and all this shit. You gotta think about it like this. Jalen Hurts is the only quarterback outside of Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady to win a fucking Super Bowl in the NFL since 2018.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I put that right. Let me see. 2020, yeah, home. Yeah. Jalen Hurts is the only other quarterback outside of Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady to win the Super Bowl since 2018. That is wild.
Yeah. But
That
that's
is
telling.
wild.
But that's telling. That's telling.
Think about it. Think about that. Jalen Hurts is the only quarterback in the NFL to win a Super Bowl outside of Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. Oh yeah, Matt Stafford. I forgot about him too. Never mind that. Keyshawn, appreciate the correction.
But you know what? Even with that, and we appreciate that, Keyshawn Vlad, it's a bottleneck.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's a bottleneck. It's
So let
a
me see.
bottleneck.
So let me see. So, okay, so hold on. Let's go back to okay. So 20. Okay, let's see. Okay, 2015. That was Peyton Manning and the Von Miller Super Bowl. That was the one that Cam Newton still gets roasted on. Then you had
Ooh, boy.
Tom Brady, Nick Foles, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Matthew Stafford, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, about 4 of them. So it's a
So
bottleneck.
that's his 20. That's his 2015. I just named one. Okay, then like I said, it was only four quarterbacks. It was Peyton Manning, Nick Foles, Matt Stafford, Jalen Hurts. Since
Mm-hmm.
2015.
That's 10 years. If you count 2025, that's 10 years.
Well, somebody on that crack sauce in that damn comment section.
What happened?
I don't know who, but
Oh, well, has the best roster from top to bottom ever assembled in the last 25 years. We got to add context that Jalen Hurts ain't even on the level with those three.
But you
But
gotta understand with
what's
even
gonna say the best
if
roster in
that
the last 25 years?
yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. But nobody has won a Super Bowl in 10 years outside of those 4. 10 years.
Mhm.
So you
Super
gotta
Bowl.
put it
Super.
in. You gotta put it into perspective.
my thing is, look, they won in spite of Jalen Hurts. Okay, let's just keep that clear.
That was Saquon's. That was Saquon's.
It was a number of things: offensive line, Saquon, defense.
Yeah.
They just asked that nigga to roll over the belly of some fat motherfuckers and get 10 touchdowns, 10 touchdowns. Okay,
Right.
they
Right.
won in spite of him.
Look. You know, look. At the end of the day, when it comes to Super Bowls, the best team wins.
Yeah.
Team,
Yeah. And
but
The
they
and
best
don't.
teams win.
and now
No. He said their best roster. Having the best. That's not the best roster. They played team ball. That
right.
doesn't mean you have the best roster.
Right. They didn't. And you can't now look, I'm gonna say this. Now I'm not saying you said this, but we gotta stop trying to, and I know what y'all hinting at. You gotta stop trying to portray that the Georgia line had anything to do with it because it was only one Georgia player at the end of the game that really helped make a difference in that win. K Styles has already debunked that. Y'all gotta stop looking at who was on the team and look at the team entirely who was on the field. Because let's be clear, they played against a Kansas City team that was not on their game. They weren't on their A game. Let's
They
be real.
dominate.
They were not on their A game because the typical Kansas City team on their A game, the halftime score wouldn't have looked like that. And we know this.
I'm gonna tell you how that Super Bowl reminds me of how the Giants used to win the Super Bowl.
Right.
That's the same exact way.
Hmm. They took advantage of a team that was not on their game.
They took advantage, like you said, took advantage of a team that wasn't on their game. I'm not even gonna say that they imposed they will.
There you go. There you go.
That's the best way to put it. They impose they will, and that's how you win championships. This is why the Falcons lost the Super Bowl against the Patriots.
We
You
took our foot off
imposed
their
your
neck.
will, but you didn't continue to impose your will. You
Hmm. We had them on the ropes,
uh,
literally.
so I got a question though. Do you guys believe Hurts get to a Super Bowl having to go through Pat like Burrow, Lamar, and Allen has to? I guess he said if he can he go back?
Man, Jalen Hurts barely threw for 3,000 yards. Okay, he barely did that. Hell no, he not gonna get you no damn Super Bowl. If he was any other with any other team, that bullshit would not be work,
Mm-mm,
working.
mm-mm. And
And this
trust me,
is and this is going to be a little bit different too because majority of the guys that, especially in their front seven, that made a lot of those plays in that Super Bowl are no
Oh,
longer on that team.
gone.
and guess what? You think Andy Reid gonna let that happen again? No. Oh no, no, no. That's not gonna happen
Mhm.
again. I'm gonna let you know right now. We not saying they're gonna win the Super Bowl this year, but that ain't gonna happen again.
Mhm.
No, because that loss woke Andy Reid up. I'm gonna leave it like that. That
So
loss
you
woke Andy Reid up.
so what do you say? So you think you invincible?
Yeah. They had see, Mike said this long time ago. Every once in a while, a team has to get humbled.
Hmm.
Every once in a while, people in life have to get humbled because you got to remember you not the shit. That's just the way
Hmm.
of things. Kansas City strolled in there like they was the shit. And Mike said it from the beginning. They not playing like they normally play. And that was the year for them to get humbled. They not gonna make the same mistakes twice. And every team that Philly played, they're not gonna make the same mistakes twice. So it ain't gonna be no easy climb for Philly.
Right. Okay, so we got a question here from the evil, the yin and yang side of the Styles household.
Mrs. Styles,
White girl.
how are you?
More like transparent. But
Oh, you know what?
Not transparent.
I've been calling that woman transparent for damn near 15 years, nigga. So she knows.
Look, Kev, only you can do that.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I can see her when it's time to see her. But she has the question. She said, "Who do we think will be the surprise team for this season?"
I mean, I think it'll be us. I
Yeah,
don't think the thing is like you just look at the Falcons. I just think we have everything as far as any roster would want. You got young stars, you got veterans on the defense side of the ball. You look at offensively, they have a solid offensive line. They have damn good wide receivers. You got damn good backfield, probably one of the best, if not the best backfield. You got a young quarterback that what a lot of people say that he has an elite arm and a long arm talent. He's a leader. You got a head coach that everybody loves, and then you got a defensive coordinator with Jeff Ulbrich, who's coming from a team and learning under one of the best defensive coordinators in the NFL. You got an offensive coordinator that's coming into his second year. I'm expecting him to be a lot better as far as his situational pass play calling is concerned. We finally got our quarterback coach actually coaching the quarterbacks and not fucking wide receivers and fucking tight ends and kickers and shit. We finally starting to get it together. So it's like I just look around the league. Maybe you can say, I mean, the thing is just NFC South. I'll just keep it NFC South. Um, is this man going with a new offensive coordinator, Tampa Bay? Are they going to repeat the same? I don't know. I don't see it. It's going to be a different feel for them offensively. With Liam Cohen going to Jacksonville to be a head coach. You got the Carolina Panthers, Cam Bryce Young, be the quarterback that they want to be. That's a question. And the Saints got about 4 LGBTQ quarterbacks. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. That's a joke, y'all. That's a joke, y'all. I'm joking, y'all. But they got 4 quarterbacks that they're trying to decide who's going to be the quarterback there. There's a lot of questions. So for me, like maybe Dallas with I can see Dallas making some noise along with the Atlanta Falcons with George Pickens there, and maybe you get Micah Parsons finally focused and he can return the form. They linebacking core is still kind of up in the air as far as Dallas is concerned, and we know that damn secondary is trash. So it's a lot of question marks. I don't believe in anything Dan Quinn is doing because I've been down the road and now I can't find my baby. I don't know when, I don't know why, where it's gonna be. All right, I don't know nothing about Dan Quinn outside of him just being who he is.
Yeah, it's a lot
That's
of
probably one of the quickest breakdowns of the NFC that y'all don't ever heard from me. All right.
Yeah,
Well, that is true. Diamond, what's going on? Dreddy, what's happening? What's happening? D
Hey,
Cobra,
Diamond, honey.
what's going on, Diamond?
diamonds in what say? Lucy in the sky with diamonds.
Diamonds are forever.
Forever.
um, he said not sold on corners out of AJ Terrell. Need more depth at wide receiver. Dre London, Darnell ain't enough. It's a big drop off of those two. I think our wide receivers straight, man. We got the X factor in Ray McLeod.
Well, here's it. Again, I'm going to say this. Y'all
Ray
leaving out.
Ray. Go ahead. What?
Y'all leaving out. You leaving out. You leaving out the rookies, and I'm gonna tell you why. They're going to put them in rotation. You're gonna see them play. They may not play a lot, but you're gonna see them in rotation. The thing that Mike just said, and this is why I'm saying this: do not get used to the offense the way we played it last season. It's not gonna go that way because you have a different quarterback. You got a different quarterback. Yes, he played the last 3 games of the season, but be very careful when you say that because now Zach Robinson can open up the playbook all of the way. Who steps up and who shines, that has yet to be seen. But they're not going to leave out Nick Nash, and they're not going to leave out Simon. They're not going to leave out Skinner either. Y'all got to be very careful about that. It's nothing wrong with our wide receiver room. If we keep thinking that we got to have star power, then you're taking away development. And this season, development is going to be key to making this team do what it's supposed to do. So you got to be very careful with that. You ain't going to draft those guys and sit them on the bench all season.
So let me ask. Let me throw this hypothetical out here. What if Ray McLeod is second in the team in receiving yards this year?
I'm gonna put a hit out on Zach Robinson.
It could be a possibility now.
But see what it is. I'm gonna tell you something. Doing that stifles your quarterback because what you're telling if you got certain guys on the team that Mike Penix is always going to, you're doing nothing but repeating Kirk Cousins with a younger quarterback. The dangerous part of Mike Penix is he can throw to anybody. All he has to know as a quarterback is where do you like it? And then him and Zach Robinson get on one page is where we're going to put you so I can figure out where you like the ball. I've said this again, one of the most dangerous aspects, and I'm not even a quarterback guru, but I know this. One of the most dangerous aspects of any quarterback is one that can spread the ball out, because defensive coordinators have a time trying to figure out who's going to get what. And that keeps your safeties and your corners honest at all times. That's what you don't want to just narrow it down to one player, because that makes the offense one-sided. Why would you make an offense one-sided with 6 weapons and to add 2 more onto the depth? Why would you do that? You use the rotation. That limits injuries and it limits you wearing down each player. If Ray got more touches and more yards than anybody else, guess what? A defensive coordinator that's real smart gonna take away Ray. Guess what? Your game falls flat immediately.
Lord, I'm already depressed by hearing Ray.
Yeah, bro. Y'all got to pay attention, man.
Well. We ain't gonna like the prospects of Rufus Boy being second on the team in receiving yards.
Here's the deal. How do you know Rufus Boy is even Mike Penix's boy? Rufus Boy was Kirk Cousins' boy, because why? Kirk Cousins reverted back to a Justin Jefferson type mindset. That was his security blanket in Minnesota. I said that on many shows. When he had that 509 game, he had 509 game because he passed to everybody that was on the chart. That is, if y'all don't believe what we're saying, watch the 509 game tribute to Matt Ryan. That 509 game, he passed to everybody that was on the field. And that is the reason why he had that game.
That's what you want your quarterback to do. Like you said, like you said, you don't want your quarterback. And I don't want to harp on this, but I know a lot of people speak about Matt Ryan forcing the Julio Jones. You tend to forget that he literally spread the ball literally to everybody.
Yep.
I think our running backs on average almost combined 800 yards a season.
Mm-hmm.
So the running back position.
Yep.
Yeah.
Your tight ends was involved, and all your wide receivers was involved. Now, Julio, you had more of the big plays and the splash plays that made it look like, okay, he majorly targeted Julio and not anybody else.
Here's something else they don't understand, and this ain't really football. This is just physics. Biophysics. You know, at some point, you're not gonna have your quarterback throwing all the time, the whole game. Him and the offensive line will get tired because they'll be backpedaling. So you're going to have to split it up between the passes and run. They ain't about to make Mike Penix just because he got an arm throw it all day long. You will wear that young man out before the season's over with. And defensive coordinators will target you and adjust to you throwing the ball. We've seen that too. You're gonna have to have a balanced attack. It's gonna have to be some run, and it's gonna have to be some throwing in order to keep them guessing. So y'all can't just narrow it down to the receivers. They're going to be a part of the attack, but the attack is going to be basic.
I got a major problem with Ray McCloud being anything higher than the 5th option. Okay, that should not be happening on our team.
But you know what they said? They said Ray McCloud is more important to the offense than Kyle Pitts.
Bullshit. Again, I'm going to say this. Now I know y'all think Ray McCloud can clear out a room, and he rightfully might have it a couple of downs, but I'm telling you, size wise, if they bracketed Ray McCloud and y'all don't use Pitts, it's gonna be a long day. Because Drake ain't that clear out guy, and you ain't about to put Bijan. Look, we saw what happened when we misused Bijan. Okay, Bijan was running towards the sideline for some juice, and they knocked his block off plenty of times. Remember the first down, second down hit Bijan? Yeah, that's what that would happen. No. Kyle Pitts is the clear out guy. I don't care how y'all try to spin it. He's going to clear out. And then them rookies, when they get up to speed, they'll help with the clearing out. But for right now, he's the clear out guy. Don't get mad.
All right,
Don't
Mike.
know.
There's a question for you right here, and I know you've explained this plenty of times. I'll let you explain it again. Basically said, are y'all sold on Ryan Doozle, losing Dahlman may hurt a run game? There's question at the center position.
Yes, I'm sold on Ryan Nosler. I mean, he played 8 games, and it really wasn't that much of a difference, to be honest. I know every time I turn around, Ray, not Ray Ray, you might as well call him Ray Ray McLeod, because that motherfucker ankles is making up goddamn brittle. When I'm talking about Drew Dalton, like his damn ankles are made of peanut brittle, so it's like, um, I don't trust. I do not trust Drew Dalman to pay him $20 million. So absolutely, I'm fine with that. Like I said, he's been one of the main starters because Drew Dalman couldn't stay healthy the last 2 years. That's why I didn't want to pay him like that.
Because let me tell you, I was saying it like this. Do you trust Ryan Newsom? Like I said, Ryan Newsom reminds me of Mud Duck. He's not necessarily the strongest. He's not necessarily the most physical, but like you said, everybody said the best thing. The availability is the best ability. And like you said, unfortunately with Drew Dalman has not played a full healthy season yet.
And here's something from another perspective. Mike Penix played with Newsom, but here's where a leader, a quarterback that can elevate the players comes into play. He can't take none of the offense with him and leave Ryan Newsom behind because he got to have him there. So the stuff that we're not going to see is Mike Penix getting on one accord with Ryan Newsom as he trains with the offense as they get chemistry. That's what you want. He's kind of familiar with how Ryan Newsom plays, which is a good thing, but you build that chemistry off camera. So when I hear that my quarterback is going to take the offense and they're going to throw, you got to have your center there because you can't run the play without it. So what I'm worried about with him and Newsom is Newsom strong, is Newsom's experience. Do my center and my quarterback have chemistry? Can my center tell my quarterback, hey, I see some bullshit coming. Get your eyes peeled. Mike, like, okay, I scanned the field, what you see, blah, blah, blah. Okay, bet. That's what I want. If their chemistry is off, the whole offense is fucked. It don't matter how strong it is. It doesn't matter how long he's been in there. If his chemistry with the center is off, the offense is fucked. I want that chemistry.
The Atlanta Falcons run game was strong going off tackle. Anyway, they was a zone run team last year. I think Bijan ran off tackle like 70% of the time. Anyway,
mm-hmm. Yeah,
and that was going off tackle to the right side of the offensive line. For those that may not know who's on that right side of the line, Mike, who's on the right side of that line? And who's the tight?
Big grizzly bear that we so-called don't like because, and that's Caleb McGarry.
Ooh, Sasquatch.
Yeah, but like you said, with the Falcons being a surprise team, it definitely can. Like you said, as long as they stay healthy, as long as they stay within themselves and their team, and like you said, do not let chances slip away.
Mm-hmm.
They have an opportunity. The Falcons do have an opportunity to make the playoffs and surprise people.
Yeah.
The biggest thing with them is they like I said, whatever identity they want to be, they need to stick to it offensively and defensively. Once we start getting down to that part where now we don't know what the we is, and we start doing a whole bunch of dumb stuff, that's where they're gonna get in trouble.
Right. They collectively need to want to win more than the coaching staff wants them to win.
Mm.
Let me say it again. Your team, i.e. the players on every facet of the ball, need to want to win more than the coaching staff. Because if that's the case, then my coaching staff is constantly having to motivate grown ass men to play what they get paid to play. I need my players cussing me out, telling me, Coach, this is not what we seeing on the field. This is what we want to do. We want to win. I would rather have that situation because now, guess what? I ain't got to motivate you. I just got to make sure you're going in the right direction with that motivation. This is why I said the team will do fine, but Raheem, don't fuck it up. So that means don't get in Zach's way. Zach, don't get in your own way.
Exactly.
Open that playbook up. Let these boys play.
Well, JT here said keep Penix upright. That's what
Thank
you
you.
want.
Thank you.
That's it.
That's it.
That's how you that's the best way to keep your quarterback to succeed. You better keep his ass upright.
Right.
Cause any wrong thing that happens, you
Yeah.
either gonna see Kirk Cousins or you're gonna see Easton Stick back there.
Nah,
I
no,
don't know. I don't know if y'all want to. I know damn sure. I know damn sure. Y'all, the Kirk Cousins is the enemy of the state right now. So I know y'all won't see him, but I know damn well y'all won't see no Easton Stick back there.
I'm gonna put it to you like this: if Kirk Cousins got to come in the game, God forbid an injury, that offense about to be vanilla as hell. It's gonna be vanilla as hell. I'm telling you, if you want to see 2024, put Kirk Cousins back out on that damn field. Because I'm telling you right
So
now, with Zach, as long as Penix gets that ball out and he gets it to somebody, he'll stay upright long enough. He can take a hit, but he won't be taking unnecessary hits. You just don't want him holding the ball. That's what you don't want.
the media says Bryce is miles ahead of Penix is criminal.
Uh,
Wait a minute. Wait. Bradley, what do you have to say about that
I,
question?
You can't handle the answer, grows of knees? No, no.
all right. All right. Look, let's be real about this, okay? The Panthers are saying that because of the last game of the season they had with us. Okay. Number two, yes, Bryce has been in the league longer than Penix. But if you look at body to body quarterback play, no, he's not. He's a serviceable game manager. Can he get better? Yes, he can. Will he get better? That's up to him. Mike Penix, hey, he's shown that he can command an offense. Is he going to have to earn it? Yes, he will. Do we believe he can earn it? Absolutely. Y'all got to look at the body of work. Bryce Young was shell shocked for a good minute until he got mad enough to play football with the big boys. The difference is his body of play does not give me all that confidence that he just going to run away with the team. I don't see that from him. Mike Penix know he that guy. And he's eager enough to learn more. That's the dangerous part. He already knows he's that guy, but he's humble enough to learn more. Bryce Young still trying to figure out if he's that guy. And now that they got more tape on him, oh, he really about to figure. Because guess what? Carolina ain't done nothing for that O-line. Carolina ain't done nothing for that O-line, but put on another jersey.
But I do got one final question before we get up on out of here, though. And this is outside of Atlanta Falcons. We kind of talked about the quarterbacks that's under the most pressure earlier in the show. Am I correct?
Yeah.
I got one more quarterback that I feel like that may be under the most pressure out of these three. Is one quarterback in the NFL right now that has more pressure to succeed than any other quarterback in the NFL, and that's Trevor Lawrence.
Goodness gracious.
Mike, what do you think about that? Because Trevor Lawrence got the big payday too, and ain't nothing else, and he hasn't improved at all.
I
And
mean,
it's rumblings down in Jacksonville that patience is running thin with him. So, what do you think about Trevor Lawrence?
he was never that good to begin with. That's what happens when you see a white boy and with the hair like he goddamn been 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 in a damn time machine in 1970 or some shit like that. That's what your ass get. Y'all look at all these white boys and all these black quarterbacks that's 6'9", 250 pounds and can run like a damn Chevy and think y'all have gotten something. And I'm talking about that Anthony Richardson. This is just so y'all, if y'all didn't know, okay? We told y'all these guys weren't that great to begin with. This is college. You start looking at guys and how they can be able to how they be able to run offenses. Can you adjust on the fly? These things. All this Cam Ward motherfucker throwing. Oh my God, he threw the ball sideways. Motherfucker throwing it high. God damn it, I can do that shit. Fuck, motherfuckers up here putting fucking clips on Cam Ward up here throwing a motherfucker sideways. Aaron Rodgers been doing that. That motherfucker up there putting the football up his asshole and farting. We've been seeing that shit for years.
Pat Mahomes did that too.
They've been doing the same bullshit that the media sitting up here trying to damn with. This is y'all fault. Y'all did this to these quarterbacks instead of sitting these guys down for a couple of years and letting them actually learn the game. Y'all start putting them in front of a camera and say, "Go nigga, go nigga, go, go nigga, go
Go
nigga, go."
nigga,
Should I
go,
say,
go
"Go
nigga,
nigga,
go
go
nigga,
nigga,
go,
go,
go, go, go, go, go, go ninja, go ninja,
go
go,
nigga,
go
go, go
ninja, go
nigga,
ninja,
go
go,
nigga,
go
go."
ninja, go, go ninja, go
Ninja.
ninja, go.
So I'm just saying, it's the media fault for destroying these quarterbacks. These guys were never that good to begin with. They were good prospects. They needed time, proper time to learn the game, and they never got it. And now you're seeing why they're failing. You seeing all of this. All of this. It's no. I am not shocked by this at all. I'm not shocked by Sunshine not playing well. I'm not shocked by Richardson. I'm not shocked by Lamar Jackson. Look like a fucking clown the first time he done threw for 4,000 1 year. 1 year
Year.
he had 1 year he thrown for 4,000. And we up here putting him on the goddamn Madden cover and every damn cover it is, putting him in damn movies and shit. This motherfucker had 1 year with 4,000. And we up here putting him on fucking covers and putting him in magazines and movies and TV shows for what?
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike. Don't get on.
Bruh,
Do not get on MC Brillo head.
bruh. Do you know how you know why Trevor Lawrence is so bad right now? I
Why?
wanna know why he got the contract as the highest paid quarterback in the NFL last year. And
Mm.
he had worse numbers than Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Yeah.
call that? You know what I call that?
That's
That is
nasty.
called. That is called. That that is called theft by deception. Y'all got robbed by Vidal Sassoon.
Damn, not Sassoon.
You don't
Damn.
look good if his hair don't look good. So this
Sunshine,
man,
look. Sunshine, he got to flick that head. He got to flick that head like Fabio and shit.
Yeah, that's why I call him D-Down Sassoon. Y'all paid this man over $200 million for him to have his hair permed with mousse.
That man
That nigga
over there,
run
look.
sideways to the right. That motherfucker run side. That Negro runs sideways to the right. Look for 8 tight ends, and the wide receiver be right in their damn face. Right in their
That
damn
motherfucker.
face, wide open.
That motherfucker, Trevor Lawrence looked like Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell college years with a concussion, nigga. That's what he
Oh my God.
Come on, Preppy. Come on, Preppy. Throw it to me. Throw me a dime, Preppy.
I'm
Wait a
standing in
minute.
the edge of tomorrow.
He talking about some, wait a minute, Slater. Let me
Whoa,
click
whoa,
my hair.
whoa, Fabio. No, we not doing that, John. Fabio.
Yeah. If y'all go back and watch Saved by the Bell to college year, that motherfucker Trevor Lawrence looked like Zach Morris if you bust him upside the head.
No, but no. Actually, you know what? No. He looked like Zach Morris when they had that after the college years reunion where he had his hair long that one. Yeah, that's who he looked like. He looked like Zach Morris post college years.
D Code say he looked like Squidward's house.
Right. Right. Coach, I can't play unless my locks are flowing.
That motherfucker looked like a malfunction transformer.
He looked like one of them anime characters.
Hell no. But he got a lot to prove, man. If he, like I said, if he doesn't get it right in Jacksonville, they gonna be getting rid of him.
Bruh, let's be honest. Trevor Lawrence looked like a feminine version of Super Saiyan 3.
That motherfucker look like Cher. Let's just say that.
I want to say this real quick.
Hold on. Let me say this.
Hold on,
You big. Go ahead.
Y'all know the word on Jalen Carter?
What's up?
Coming out that man don't even know how to play the damn D tackle position.
Which Jalen Carter? Ours or Phillies?
No, Jalen Walker. We don't have no damn Jalen Carter.
Oh, yeah. Why it sound like, wait,
Yep.
You mean Jalen Walker?
Yeah, I think he said Jalen Carter at first.
Yeah, that's right.
I said Jalen Carter. I know what I said. Jalen Carter. Word on the street, he haven't even learned how to play the damn defensive tackle position. Why did I say that? It's because everybody wanted us to trade every damn thing in the universe to get him. That's why I brought that up.
But our Jalen Walker, hey, anything you give him, it's like you said, hey, Mikey, he likes it. He eats it up. And you can go look at the press conference today with glazed ankles. Him told.
That motherfucker said Jalen Walker is like Instagrams.
No, I said Jalen Carter. I know what I said. That's what I meant.
No. We know what you said.
We in the chat. No, I'm talking about people.
Yeah. No. See, that's what he said. Jalen Carter, who y'all wanted us to give everything for, ain't worth a damn. Jalen Walker, who we got, is running through people like tissue paper. And anything they give him to do, he does it well. This has been documented.
Do you believe in life after love?
Hey. Wait a minute now. Aren't we the Jacksons? Do you remember?
No, you gotta do it. Dancing.
She's a dancing
machine.
Oh, baby.
Systematic. I can have it.
It makes it blow your mind.
Say say his name and he appears. I don't think they believe in Trevor Lawrence though.
Nah, no, nobody believes in Goldilocks. Not this time.
Oh my God. Well,
Really, Jerome, really?
oh Lord, is there won't me and you told the Jalen Carter Puffy Party participants on draft night that Bijan
Oh,
was going to be the pick. He's the new face of the Falcons we needed at that time. Great pick. Not the Puffy Party participants.
oh, man. Oh gosh.
Oh no,
Said
no.
Goldilocks in the Jacksonville Jack.
Now that motherfucker look like Michael Bolton, nigga.
Oh no, not Michael Bolton.
How am I supposed to live without you?
Right.
Look at that.
How am I supposed to live without you?
Oh my God. I said, hold on, Mr. Humble said Billy Bowman Jr. has a great film. I heard Coach Ober yelling to Rock.
There you go.
There you go.
See, I told you. Rah! Why are you glazing your ankles? You're supposed to be watching the play.
All right, man. We about to get up on out of here, man. We had to do that the right way. So, like I said, man, we definitely appreciate y'all coming in. Oh God, Tremaine said he look like Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses. Oh God.
Now look, if one of y'all say Aerosmith, I'm leaving.
I mean, he does kind of look like Steven Tyler a little bit.
Don't want to close my eyes.
Girl, I wanna cry 'cause I'm missing you, baby, and I don't wanna miss a thing.
Goddamn sing-a-thon right here. Yeah, we got to go, y'all. K
I could.
Styles don't put a random damn playlist of damn songs on there for y'all.
And guess what the subject was? Trevor Lawrence. So that lets you know what kind of freestyle singing we doing over here.
Hey, look, Jerome said Trevor Lawrence got hair like He-Man. It's symmetrical.
Nope. All right, y'all. We about to get up on out here, man. Raw about to come on. Like I said, fellas, this was a good show as usual. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said, man, in the pinned comment section, y'all make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to The Therapist, aka Juan. Make sure you continue to support Mad Mike Sports as well as 6MK Live. And be on tune for the Lady Birds of AFN tomorrow at 8 o'clock. So until next time, people, we ain't here to play.
No.
We here to stay.
Oh yeah, dig it.
You ain't gotta go home.
But make sure you pick up the next installment of Perk Plus and go
Oh
to
God. Oh God. Oh God.
No.
Oh man. That nigga Trevor Lawrence looked like Diana Taurasi.
You know what? Time to go. Time to go. Time to go.
Oh shit. We out here, y'all.
I told y'all. Bad Mike told you time and time again.